Good morning, Gabriel. Or should I say good afternoon? March 10th, 2021. It's 2:17 p.m. We got 1010 winds playing in the background. We're in my mom's Toyota RAV4 2017. Excuse the mess. That's my ID badge from Spectrum. That's my golf ball and a little scorecard for Forest Park Golf Course. I was there yesterday. We are, I'm not sure if you can recognize it, but we are right next to Forest Park, towards the end of it, towards the end that pops up near Woodhaven. And I thought it'd be a great idea, because of how unique the situation is, to basically record the state of Glendale as it is right now. More specifically, the part that's near Myrtle Avenue and Cooper Avenue, since that's where I've grown up, that's my neighborhood. But since this channel is all about keeping a time capsule, I figured I'd just give a little bit of a drive-through to show how New York City, more specifically Queens, more specifically Glendale, how it looked during the, I want to say, downfall of the coronavirus pandemic. Because right now cases have been downtrending for a little bit, but we still have a mask mandate. We still have, indoor dining being limited. We still have a lot of regulations in place. So life is very abnormal as it is right now. I figure as things go back to normal, things are probably going to get a lot better. But as it stands right now, there's a lot of stores that are closed. Things look a little bit weird. And I imagine that, even 5 years from now, let alone 10, that things are going to look a lot different than they are in this video. So I thought I'd record it as a little bit of a, time capsule. This is my face. This is the outfit. This is what people wore in 2021. Or this is what somebody with bad fashion taste wore in 2021. But without further ado, let me just start this drive. Hopefully I don't crash into anybody because I don't have a seatbelt on. We got 1010 winds playing in the background. Low volume though, so it doesn't obtrude. But there's the entrance of the Richmond Hill side of Forest Park. Still got a lot of construction going around here. That memorial, I think, is going to stay there forever. There's a little plaque that Rudy Giuliani has a dedication in. But this is how the park looks right now. I know all this construction equipment wasn't here before, partly because I think this part of the, I want to say, sidewalk was not there. That's new. But I don't know how long these orange barriers are going to be here. Probably not too long. But we're stopped at a red, so things are kind of slow right now. I'm going to shut up for the sake of the video. That's the, I'm not sure if it's Q55, but I have a feeling it might be. No, that's a Q37 behind me.
Officials say more than half the new COVID cases in the city are the result of variants of the virus.
Please don't soon be 1010 winds.
A little girl is dead in a house fire in Suffolk County. Minutes ago, the House gave final congressional approval to the $1.9 trillion COVID relief package.
This legislation is one of the most transformative and historic bills any of us will ever have the opportunity to support.
Moving right along here. This is the very iconic Myrtle Avenue. If you live in Glendale, you know Myrtle Avenue. That's the basketball court. Hopefully this is a good view. This is the playground swing set. But right now we got a long stretch of road to cover, so let's just get to it. Now, given that it is March, trees are still dead, but there are hints of, grass starting to grow and all that stuff. As far as the weather, yesterday was absolutely beautiful. It was 60, and I think it was the first time it was 60 in a very, very long time. It was especially cold winter. We had a couple of blizzards coming in. So, as you can see right now, it's like 55 degrees, which is also very good, which is why I'm out here in the first place. As far as New York goes, I gotta say, very pleasant weather. Let me zoom in the camera real quick, so you don't see the inside of the car too much. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's the walking trail in Forest Park. This is kind of like that bus stop over here. We're about to pass Victory Field. And as far as parks go, Forest Park is just the biggest in terms of having the most dense foliage and walking trails and this and that. That's the track over there. People play soccer there. We got a baseball field as well. They got all the usuals. Corner of Woodhaven and Myrtle, busy intersection. This building is closed. The building next to it is closed. COVID really did a number on businesses over here in New York, but some places are still open. Let me zoom out actually a little bit. As we go further down New York, Myrtle Avenue, you're going to see that a lot of businesses that used to be open are now closed, shut down permanently. And some of them just have their hours changed, like for, excuse me, I'm yawning. I know reasons. Like over there you see superheroes, it's closed the gate. Technically speaking, their hours are something like 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. But recently they kind of got, I don't know, they got a little bit lazy and now they just close whenever they feel like it. I feel like anytime after 1 p.m. they just shut down. But as far as this goes, it's mostly same old, same old. The doctor's office or whatever it is has been there for eternity. Thinking of making a pass by Sacred Heart School and Sacred Heart Church. Yeah, it's a good detour to make since, I used to go there for school and church and work at that church for a little bit. So we got to make sure we capture what those look like at the time. I think today is a school day. It's around 2:30, so parents are probably picking up the kids right now. It's a very good time to stop by Sacred Heart. If not a little traffic heavy. Let's check it out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my phone in this little holder right here. So that way, you have like a front row view. Unfortunately, because of this, I can't put it to the sides, but I'm hoping that this is probably a little bit better than what we were doing up until this point, which is just like me holding it in my hand. But yeah, this is historic Glendale. A very Italian neighborhood, very Irish neighborhood, some Polish, Eastern Euro. Hispanic too. Good amount of Hispanic people here. To my right is PS 113, which I don't know if I should show since I'm going. I'll make a little bit of a right turn just so you can see it for a little bit. Taking a detour just to visit a school that I haven't been to, but. Yeah, that's PS 113. Making a left over here to get to Sacred Heart, though. This is my home school. I went here for kindergarten to 8th grade.
We don't know if she was trapped or she just wasn't able to get out. Majesty was pronounced dead at the scene.
Heading left on the Sacred Heart very soon here. Very nice day in general. In the distance you can see that water tower. I have a feeling it's going to come down any day now because there's just no use for it. But Sacred Heart is on 84th Street. Here it is, right here. I'm not seeing many kids. Oh, no, I'm seeing the parents now. Yeah, people are getting ready to pick up their kids. Maybe it was a mistake coming by because you can see it's very busy. Uh-oh. Yeah, I might be stuck here for a little bit, huh? Traders celebrate a fresh reading of retail inflation, suggesting it's not something we have to worry about, at least not yet. The Dow is in record territory right now. Very good school, I have to say. That's Father Fred's car to my right. He used to drive a RAV4, but it looks like he got like a new Toyota car in recent days. I don't think I actually got into the camera POV, but that's okay. Crossing guard is always on this corner. As I turn right, you're going to see Sacred Heart Church on the right. Many landlords are now taking apartments off the market because they'd rather let them sit empty than get locked into leases with rents so low right now. There it is, right there. Very iconic. This is Glendale right here. This is Sacred Heart Church. This spring and summer. We got some kids walking by, you know. It's a very nice neighborhood. I can't really complain. I've had a very good time growing up over here.
The only way you can take 1010 Wins with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
You know what? I think it might be better if I put it into landscape mode, this phone, so it captures a wider angle. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier, but that's way better. Okay, perfect.
Take part in a clinical research trial with Frontage Clinical Services. They're looking
Sorry, I have to like
for
I'm sorry if I have to like reorientate your screen or anything like that.
Call now,
But better late than never, I suppose. Trying to get it balanced here because this stand that my mom bought is kind of trash, to be honest with you. Okay, that's better. Now it's got basically everything in the scope. This street has always been a little bit narrow, and people that drive here aren't too good, but okay, something I have to deal with. Not sure what this is about. Oh, he's just pulling.
Ample parking and access to mass transit. Call now.
I'm gonna lower the volume on 1010 Winds in case it's been drowning me out. Right about now, I'm gonna go onto Cooper Avenue to get back onto Myrtle. I'm gonna pass a gas station, PS 119. Hopefully this video isn't dragging on too long. Hopefully it doesn't have a lot of dead time. I'm gonna crack my window so I can get a little bit of air going in here. It's a little bit hot. Yeah, so we're coming up on PS 119 very soon. Hung out there a couple times with Chris Tracy and Rolando Prado. I'm pretty sure that was back in my 8th grade class. Although apart from that, it doesn't really have many memories for me. We just used to hang out on the playground in the back. So that's that. Now we just turn on the Cooper. We're just gonna go into Woodhaven. Myrtle Avenue. Yeah, a couple houses that I'm very familiar with coming up over here, but I'm not gonna say it because it's technically speaking a public video. Just passed it. Orson La Bella Funeral Home. They're still doing good, but this funeral home that we're about to come up on. This wake service or whatever. I'm not really sure what they were about, but they're closed now. One of my good friends' grandfather died, and the wake was over here, so yeah, they're closed. You can still see Glendale, Washington, La Bella and Son Funeral Home doesn't operate here anymore. Got the McDonald's to my left though. That's probably never going to go out of business. Got a little bit of construction here. The road is closed. That's actually new, so you're probably not going to see that. You're probably not going to see that ever again. Right in front of me is some Stomish. That's probably never going to go out of business, but there's a Capital One to my right, and there's a florist to my right. I don't know if the florist is ever going to open up back up again. Like, there's a lot of stuff over here that's just closed, seriously. Like, it's really bad. The florist is closed, this and that. So, I don't know, man. COVID-19 has really hurt businesses here. I haven't felt it myself since, like, I don't have my own business, but when you actually, like, step back and just, like, take a walk through my neighborhood, it's very apparent that, like, you know, things have kind of changed around here. And I cannot tell you how many times I've had a bite at this McDonald's. It's probably in the hundreds. Like, at least 100 times I've been there in my life. Given that, you know, obviously I grew up here and everything. But yeah, this deli, or sweet shop, or whatever it was, it's you can see, like, the sign is kind of blurred out. That's gone. I'm going to point things out as I go, like, left and right, basically. It's getting hot in here. Especially when you get the windows rolled up. Okay, this right side in particular is especially devious, but you're gonna see, like, this stuff's just abandoned, you know? There was a travel agency that was gone, like that used to be here. It's gone. It's now a convenience store. Glendale Bagels is still here though. There's a house in the corner that's gone. Like a house, like a building to my left, that's gone. Another building on my left, that's gone. Glendale has just been ravaged by COVID. It's kind of crazy, if I'm being honest. And at this point, I'm not gonna point things out anymore. I mean, you can probably just see from watching the video that, you know, what's here, what's not here. It's just like a blank building. What's like has a gate over it. You can see Glendale's been through a lot. I'm just gonna let it roll. I'm just gonna do a little bit of drive through, and that'll be it.
Time Community Bank invites you to virtually attend the 1010 Wins Neighborhood Spotlight on Park Slope this Wednesday, March 10th, beginning at 4 p.m. Park Slope business owners and leaders will discuss what it takes to thrive in business today. Register today at 1010wins.com/spotlight.
Wednesday's time, 2:33. A 27-year-old Queens woman is in police custody in connection with the death of her boyfriend's father.
I will point out though, we're about to pass Evergreen Dental. I've been to that dentist. They're pretty bad in terms of wait times, and never really had a good time over there. Fire department's to my left. Stop one is on the right. Pizza's over there. I've been to Pizza many times. They have very, very good pizza. It's kind of mom and pop joint, so that's pretty cool. It's a big Stop and Shop on my right. Coming up on it soon, but on the corner over there, that's Ella Business Center Insurance. They're very good at making my taxes. There's a Stop and Shop. Real ones will remember the old logo with the green and red dots. This shell to my left used to be a Sunoco. You can see on my right, there's an ad for the Barnes firm. That's because Celino, I believe, is no longer there. He died in a plane crash or something. One or the other, because it used to be Celino and Barnes, injury attorneys. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, that's a different one. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, hold on. Celino and Barnes, injury attorneys, 800-888-8888, or something like that. Because they have new jingles now, both of the firms. And honestly, I'm kind of like tripping over like which one is the right one, which one's the right jingle. That deli on the left, I've been to the deli so many times, although not in its current incarnation. It's changed a lot, boss. That's all I'm gonna say. I remember the old owners now, but yeah, still a lot of places out of business, man. A lot of places that aren't here anymore. I think there was like a video store here once too, and they're gone too. It's crazy times. Not crazy, just like mysterious, you know. And we're just living through this, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel really any different for people like me. I imagine for people, like for the economy and for people that actually rely on those businesses, it probably did hit them a lot. This part of Glendale I haven't really been to too much, but I think I just passed by just in case it does change a lot. Around where we get to Joe and John's, I'm going to take a left because that's where basically the tour ends. I have nothing else to show.
That's how the online session ended. Leonard has apologized. He insists he did not know the meaning of the word when he used it. The NBA is investigating, and the team has condemned what he said, referring to it as hate speech.
Correspondent Steve Casey. 52 degrees, it's mostly sunny. We're headed down tonight to 46. The social media high overnight.
Okay, we're coming up on 20 minutes actually, so maybe I should end it here. We're at a corner where if you see, like if you peek out the corner on the left over here, that's Deli 2010. It used to be Deli 2000, but when 2010 happened, they just kind of renamed it. But now that it's 2021, it still hasn't changed, so I'm not really sure what the plan is there. That Pizza Hut is no longer there. Oh my god. Man, everything is just gone. Oh my goodness. Okay, that Rite Aid is now a Walgreens. Yeah, I might keep it going for a little bit because things really have changed around here. Gotham Thrift Shop kind of been closed for a little bit. Oh, I guess they're open again. Apparently under new management from what I've heard from my friend Evan at Spectrum. worse management. They kind of just like bought the name rights and everything.
Wins News Time 2:38. In 1010 Wins Entertainment after Glee actress Naya Rivera tragically drowned in a California lake last July. Series co-creator Ryan Murphy promised.
You got Joe and John's in the corner over there, and Forest Avenue is to our right, following that on the intersection. But this is basically where I'm going to stop it because I don't really have much else to say. This is more just like to look back on 5 years or 10 years later just to show what it looked like. This is Myrtle Avenue in Glendale, New York, in Queens. This is March 10th, 2021. Still in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic. Things have been going down, but we're still in the middle of it. And the time is 2:39 p.m. Just gonna make this turn. But other than that, I don't have much else to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, I guess.